Ed O'Keefe, by the way, has been in New Hampshire covering the race for the past week, and he's at a polling station in Bedford that's just outside of where I am in Manchester. Ed, good morning. What can we expect to see in the primary today?
Well, as Secretary Gardner told you, we would expect results faster than we did in Iowa. And God bless them, hundreds of people already here in line. They vote for sport here in New Hampshire. But only about 39% of voters tell us they've actually made up their minds. So many of these people may have shown up undecided this morning. If turnout is big, that likely benefits Senator Bernie Sanders, given that he has the largest base of support. But don't be surprised if it also helps Mayor Buttigieg, who, of course, came out of Iowa with a win, or even Senator Klobuchar, who you mentioned has had a good few days.
Let's win this thing. Let's transform America.
New Hampshire, I believe you will help make me the next president of the United States.
New Hampshire's top two candidates pulled in some high-profile surrogates for last-minute help. The Strokes and Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez rallied for Senator Bernie Sanders.
In every poll, Bernie beats Trump.
While Kevin Costner offered his support to former Mayor Pete Buttigieg. But throughout the day, both Buttigieg and Sanders kept attacking each other.
Picture where your only choices are between a revolution or the status quo is a picture where most of us don't see ourselves.
My friend Mr. Buttigieg and my friend Joe Biden, they have dozens and dozens of billionaires contributing to their campaign.
New Hampshire primaries are open to independent voters who account for roughly 4 in 10 ballots cast. And many voters this year say it's been hard to make a choice.
We're down to, maybe a half a dozen people who seriously have a shot at it. It's working. It's working. It's messy, but hey, nobody ever said politics was neat.
In their urgent play to meet as many of those undecided voters as possible, candidates added extra events throughout the day.
What's your plan today?
Go everywhere.
And made their final pitches.
I know some people say experience doesn't matter. Well, I think it does. It's the reason why I'm running.
After the debacle in Iowa, some candidates say they would have spent more resources in New Hampshire.
Well, certainly I think if you had a crystal ball and perfect information, given what happened in Iowa, you probably would invest differently.
But the surprise contender of the last 48 hours, who's surging in some polls to third place, is Senator Amy Klobuchar.
Some people are calling this Clomentum. We're saying that you are now Klobucharged going into...
Those are lovely names. I don't care, just so they vote for me.
A reminder that today is all about delegates. Eventually, a candidate needs 1,990 of them, at least, to win the Democratic nomination. Tonight, New Hampshire awards 24 of its delegates. Ultimately, it has 33 to the convention, and a candidate needs to win at least 15% of the vote to win a delegate. Tony?
And Ed, every delegate counts. That's why they're crisscrossing this state. Thank you very much.